Well, good morning, folks, and welcome back to the farm. She's a beauty of a morning here this morning. You see the sun's just peeping up there. It's a glorious sunrise. And it's just about 6 o'clock. So the dew's just kind of setting in. It's really just it's kind of humid and damp. But 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, who needs to get up at that time of the day? Nobody. But the donkey was just hee-hawing away, and I was like, there's got to be something going on. There's just no good reason for a donkey to be hee-hawing at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, because nothing's moving, not even the chickens. Poke my head out, I can't see nothing. There's no coyotes, there's no vagabonds roaming around trying to steal stuff. I was like, what can it be? So you hear that? Right. Okay. Yeah. So, looked out the window. Couldn't see nothing. So I sat down, made some coffee. Finley got up. She wanted some cuddles on the big chair. Anyways, the wife gets up. She looks out the window. She's like, well, I know why Elsie's hee-hawing. Because Millie, the little horse, is out of the pen. I was like, whoa, what? How? So they've got the pen they're in, and then I've just extended that with some electric netting, but I never put an energizer on it, because just the net is enough usually for a barricade, so to speak. Anyways, she's out. We'll go put her back in here. It's actually super important that I do put her back in, because she gets the gout, the horse gout, if you don't. Foundering, right? It's a big issue for her. So we can't just have her a reservation at the all-you-can-eat buffet. So come on in. The lambs want to come too, but no, I'm gonna close the gate. Good morning, lammy lambs. Good morning, Millie. Hey? Good girl. All right, now that we got the shenanigans out of the way, I better get on with the day. Kids Finley went back to sleep. Charlotte's still in bed. Carmen just got up. She's gonna think about making some pancakes, but first she's gonna get ready for the day. We're gonna go out to Spring Lake and take the kayaks and stuff. So I'm gonna get the stock trailer off the truck here and see about putting the rack on the back of the truck so we can have a fun-filled day out. All right, so you can see it sitting up there. It's not into the stake holes here yet, but we'll get it moved over. I'm gonna need both hands for this next part to get it in, and hopefully it just slides right in there. So I'm just about to load up this kayak here. We've had this for a number of years, and of course, you don't go kayaking 300 days a year, so this thing sits a lot. And one of the things I recently realized is we actually had lent this kayak out a couple of times to a few folks. And during one of those things, the rear bung that was in here disappeared. And so if we're gonna go out in the water, I can't have that today. So I need to fill that hole, and I don't have one of those rubber cam lock that just pops over. But what I did have was a chrome faucet hole cover. So if you've got like a sink with 3 holes, but your faucet only has 2, you can buy these caps that just screw through there. And that's what I'm going to screw in there to make sure that the kayak doesn't take on any extra water. So I'm just going to screw that in there nice and tight, and we'll be in business. There, it's in. You would never know that's not right from the factory. So as you see in there, we just went out to the Hythe parade. That was absolutely lovely. Good start to the day after a bit of breakfast. And now we're out on beautiful Spring Lake. Are we gonna catch a fish, Charlotte? Are we? What are we gonna do if we don't catch a fish?
Get your hot dog.
We're gonna have to catch a hot dog, as that's all we'll get for supper, hey? Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to convince Mom to run to town and buy some Chinese food, eh? Want some chicken balls?
Yeah.
There's probably no chicken balls at the bottom of this lake, is there? Probably not. Is it stuck? There you go. Reeling a big one. Did you catch one?
Nope.
Nope. Try again. You gotta let go at the right time. There you go. Good job. Nice cast. Did you catch anything back there, Charlotte? What did you catch?
Not fishing anymore.
You're not fishing anymore? Is that because you just got salad? Did you get seaweed? Unsuccessful. Good job. You ever do something so dumb that if it was somebody else that did it, you would just stand there and shake your head? So the first thing this morning, you saw me come out and I said, oh, the horse is out, the electric fence is down. Let me go round up this pony and put it back in there. Yeah, I did that. But then I didn't put the fence back up. I was too worried about going in and smashing a whole mouthful of pancakes that left the fence down. So we went off to the lake, and when we come home, the wife's like, I don't remember closing the gate. And I see the horse and the donkey just running around the yard having the time of their life. So one of the neighbors must have closed the gate for us. It's just amateur hour out here, I tell you. Okay, mistakes aside, because I was listening to my stomach, I actually got some work to do. So I'm in the barn here now, and tomorrow we're thinking we're gonna get the lambs out of the field behind the barn and take them down to the bush in the spot that we fenced there a week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. Let them kind of clean up around the trees and get fat and happy in the forest, so to speak. There's a big picture there, and that's to convert that whole forested section into silvopasture. But you know, and right now it probably could be, but the cows won't access it because the underbrush in there is just so thick. So the sheep are going to go in there and clean out the underbrush, and then that will help me, you know, go in with the saw and clean up some of the deadfall and stuff like that. And then I don't really think I'm going to actually have to saw more than 1 or 2, maybe 3 trees down, and then the cows will be able to access that quite easily. And that'll be, of course, a whole nother source of summer feed for these lambs for a few weeks here. I don't know, it might keep them for a month, it might keep them for a week, I'm not sure. It remains to be seen yet. But what ultimately has to happen is I got to get them down there. So I need to have like a 3-step system here. I need to have a control point. So that's going to be the alleyway beside the barn over there. I can throw up a bucket of grain or something like that, and they'll come out and into there, and then boom, I'll close the gate. And I've kind of got them, you know, at the end of the day. Once they're there, they can't go anywhere else. But, you know, I want to get them from there, and I want to get them into the barn, and then from into the barn, into the trailer. So I'm going to set up these little, you can see I've got these portable panels all over the place here. These are fantastic. I'm going to set up a couple of chambers, essentially, so that we got one to get them in, a larger one, and then a middle one to really kind of hold them. And then the third one is, you got nowhere left to go but in the trailer kind of thing. That's the plan. So we'll do a bit of reconfiguring. I got to put away some square bales and stuff because we had the meat chickens in here. This was kind of our brooder set up, and I still got wool stacked up from shearing, and I've got hay stacked up from. I can't afford to let the lambs get a bite of that. So I have to keep that where it's at. So we'll reconfigure everything, and hopefully. The ultimate goal is that tomorrow is not a complete rodeo. That's what we want to have. It's just no rodeos. Just keep it simple. Everybody on the trailer, and I don't want to get heartburn.